Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Welcome, everybody. Freebird's not going to be here tonight. T-Bird had to have some shots put in her neck. She has some compressed vertebrae or something. They had to do that today. So he's at home bird sitting. So,
yep. As you should.
You know, being a good husband.
Did you change my shirt in the background?
No.
Just always wore flannel. Never noticed that.
I just got an old this shirt on. I forgot to put it in my
look at them
shirts.
titties.
You like my titty? Yeah, no Freebird tonight. He's got to take care of T-Bird. She had to have some cortisone, some kind of shots put in her neck. So I just have to deal with us tonight. No smacking
Freebird
tonight.
fashion, he's almost got his titties out. I mean, you know.
So if anybody wants a great cigar, you can go to mypatriotcigar.com. Use the promo code MotorCop15. Get 15% off your order. If you want any merchandise, not like what I got on, of course, because I forgot to change shirts. But like Holstera's got on, we got some merch. I got some new T-shirt ideas I'm going to be working on soon. I've just been really busy.
Oh, you don't sell Holstera pillows anymore?
No. You can, but you can go to either the Etsy store, Motor Cop Chronicles Podcast, or you can go to the website, motorcopchronicles.com, and you can go to the merch section on there. If anybody wants any extra, will you stop that yawning shit? You're going to make me yawn now. Look at you.
Hello, Box.
It's freaking contagious. Stop it. But anyway, if you want any more episodes and stuff, you can go to the Patreon and join. They got 3 different tiers. I put out stuff on there that I don't put on here. Can't afford it, I understand, because times are tight.
We're both naked from the waist down in those video feeds.
Especially if you, like, we'll talk about something in that. But we do going to shout out our Patreons like we always do on Wednesdays. We got CHP Road Dog, a full crew member. We got Miss Stacy McClendon, a hang around. Miss Kelly Meyer, Jared Nitro's Motor Cop for Life. I think I seen him on in the chat a while ago. No, I didn't, not yet. That was James. We got Mr. William Gibo, good friend from New York. We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Go get yourself a handmade cutting board. Great for home protection because you can use it to smack a criminal in the face. Good for disciplining those little hoodlums you're raising. When they're acting up, you can smack them on the ass. Or you can bring it to the bedroom with you for the naughty time with the missus or the girlfriend or both of them. Yes, we got Mr. Hoppy Hobson, our favorite truck driver, Mr. Blake Walker, Aaron with I Had Said Podcast, Mr. Z Palmer, Roy Spalding, our JoJo, our favorite Australian girl, Miss Kayla Norris, and Tasha from Great State of Washington. Appreciate y'all always.
I feel sorry for Hoppy. He sent me a TikTok. I don't know if he sent you one. It was cracking a joke. It had Cartman from South Park.
If he did, I hadn't seen it.
On a traffic stop, and he goes, "It's fucking bullshit." Right after I sent you that, I got fucking stopped.
I stay off of TikTok a lot now because they piss me the fuck off. Because every time I comment, I get in trouble. If every time I do anything on TikTok, they want to fucking put me in TikTok jail. So it fucking sucks. Appreciate Billy. That's Billy's job. If anybody don't know any new people here, Billy's job is to remind me not to forget the Roy's Corners, like I seem to do. So let's jump in and see what old Roy S. Useless information he wants to tell us
Let me get
this
a train sound of them like woo woo, and have the railroad sign up there.
Need it, Dola.
Welcome to Roy's.
Oh, there's
Did
Tim.
You Know Corner,
No,
where
there's
Roy
not.
will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know that? The average person farts 14 times per day.
Yes.
Most of the farts are done when you are asleep. That is why you don't realize how many times you are doing it. Roy out.
Well, sometimes I think it's more. I don't know. No, we've been married too long. I don't care.
Yeah, but you know damn well that most of the times when you're dating somebody or you're marrying somebody or getting to know somebody, and you can just be a little gassy sometimes, you know.
Oh,
It
yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Well, we all remember, we got to jump over here to Roy Peace Corners. We remember we set him up with the curly-haired girl last week. This girl right here, we set her up. The one with, she was busted for possession of drugs, drug paraphernalia, cocaine, and fentanyl.
Damn.
She's a pretty girl, but
Seemed like a fun weekend until they got the fentanyl.
so let's jump in and see what old Roy had to say on this one.
Well, holy shit. I went and bonded out that shawty y'all picked, and hot damn, that girl was so happy she ran out and jumped into my arms like we were long-lost lovers. We were making our way back to Old Roy's Cribe, and she suggested we stop so she could pick up some party favors. Well, I am all about some finger sandwiches and ice cream. I stopped at the local party store, and she was so sweet, told me to wait in the car, and she would take care of everything, even gave me a quick kiss on my lips that made little Roy perk up some. She came out with some small little ballons and a big bag of Skittles. I was like, hell yeah, I am going to be munching down on that rainbow sweetness just like Freebird, just without the smacking. We got back to the crib, and we went inside. I already had Marvin Gaye playing. Let's get it on. That will put the shawties in the mood. Roy knows how to get those shawties' juices flowing. She came over to me and gave me a big kiss. And when she put her tongue in my mouth, she also, but in like 4 or 5 Skittles, looked at me with that pretty smile and told me to eat that. And then I could get dessert from her. OMG, y'all. This is about to happen, little Roy was turning into. Teenager Roy, really quick. I am about to make love to a woman that is not filled with air. Next thing I know is that I woke up with the same paramedics leaning over me saying, that is enough Narcan. He has had 3 hits already. I asked them what happened, and they said they got an Animus 911 call that someone was overdosing. And, yep, it was me. Well, those were not real Skittles, I found out. And she was nowhere to be found when I was able to stand again. And I am pretty sure the cops have me on some watch list now. Guys, it almost happened. Guess I am a lightweight when it comes to drugs. WWE are getting closer. This Roy's still looking for love.
Well, he got closer. He just accidentally OD'd on some, I guess, some fentanyl-laced candy or something like that. You got to be careful with the fentanyl Skittles. But it almost happened to him. At least he didn't die in his butt. But
did you die, Roy?
He didn't die. He got so close. Right. He got so close to actually having sex with a real woman for one. It was actually amazing. So off with her, and let's get ready to see what we got for this week's pick. We got number 1.
What
right
the
here.
fuck? I'm a Stein.
Little Oriental lady here. She's been charged with
frying the rice.
No, doing experiments on corpses. So.
Oh shit!
We got number 2 here.
How good are you playing dead?
She's got a little DWI going on.
She looks necromancer. You sure that's a real woman?
It is. She looks. She looks kind of retarded to me.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like, I don't know.
DWI. Maybe she was.
Maybe she was
up.
just drunk, really drunk, or it's like somebody hit her in the head too much and like wait for her eyes to cross or something.
Then we got the detention officer's snapping his fingers, going up here, look up here.
Then we got number 3. She got arrested for a warrant on assault. She looks like she could be quite mean. So you're picking number 3. Who y'all picking?
I don't do this shit, but 3.
So we got 1 for number 3. I'm going with number 1. We had never picked them with the Oriental, even though she
we haven't had no Oriental.
She has she did get arrested for dismembering and doing experiments on corpses, but what the hell, he's had worse done to him, right?
I mean, I've heard Roy's a dead fuck anyway, so that's about right.
So we got 2 for number 1, 1 for number 3. Oh, here we go. Roy P said he wants number 1. So what the rest of y'all want?
Like she's inflated.
I'm telling you, number 2 to me looks like she's like be a little on the spectrum. So we got 1 for number 2.
Well, the good thing if she is, then
Kelly's like she's been watching Love on the Spectrum. Number 1's evil as fuck. So number 1's winning. So
I don't deny that. Number 1 is that's a wild mama song.
Yeah, she's gonna say, "Oh, you can see Mama San.
If you see what I do in North Korea for food."
Roy P. She says, "Yeah, I don't know why they call you the turtle. I know why they called you a teenage ninja turtle, but I didn't know the turtle head was sticking in quite like that." We're referring to his turtle head penis, by the way. And
3 looks familiar as shit.
Oh, does she? I don't know. I don't want them dot things underneath her eyes. Kind of freak me out just a little bit. So,
yeah, it's kind of like a teardrop. But then again, the broken heart underneath one eye.
Yeah.
She's well on her way to getting her entire face fucking tattooed.
I'm just saying, people. I mean, it's kind of a thing. I'm not saying this isn't a scientific evaluation or test or anything, but from a lot of the women we've seen, face tattoos and neck tattoos on ladies is usually a red flag. Okay, just saying. Just saying.
It's like black flag that for some odd reason looked green.
So we're going with number 1. It looks like. So let's wish him some luck on that. I mean, cause
she's gonna cut his ass up.
I hope he comes back with his all the stuff intact. So
especially when you don't tip him, Kelly.
Kelly says, "Yeah, it's like, I gave you a good happy ending, and you not make me happy with this cheap ass tip."
That's when I tell him, "Lady, a happy ending for me would have been you paying me to come in here."
Is that what you tell him when you go?
Hell yeah, it's been a long time though. It's been a long time. Remember, I used to be able to knock on the wall and hear them mama sons on the other side of the wall. Oh, taxman.
All right, let's jump into number 1 over here. We got an Indiana officer that got hit. We got a video on it.
Yeah, so this one was really odd. It more looked like he definitely jumped for safety. I don't think he was ever really in harm's way, besides the fact the guy wanted to go right, and the officer was in the way. If he would have kept aiming at him, it would have been a very fucking bad video. But this, now you guys get to see what we're talking about. It's
disturbing body cam video
just released by paper tags on his vehicle.
Police. It shows Officer
and
Chase
here he
Pitcock
goes. He's
being hit by a suspect during a chase over the weekend.
I don't know. I'm not picking him as a bad guy whatsoever. I'm thinking. Well, I'm saying I don't know if the guy initially aimed for him. The spike strips are out.
The SUV.
Yeah, the spike strips are out here, so I think he saw him and he was trying to go around them and went here, and it just happened to be the cops sitting there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of police officers get killed doing this. They do. I need to get in touch with that guy. That reminds me. I think he's in New Zealand. He wanted to come on a podcast, and he's one of the people that got the things that you put it out, and it's a remote control. You can go stand over here and remote control it. It sucks in, it goes out and in. So I need to get him on because it's just stuff like this right here. I mean, like I said, I don't think he did this on purpose, but this could have been really bad right here. And he's lucky he didn't get shot because if you look right here, the officer he pulls his gun out right here. Thank God he didn't shoot because they had another car back here and stuff like that. But he had it on his mind. You can see the gun right there.
But there's a couple things to note, because in the story they keep hyping up that the max speed for the pursuit was 130 miles an hour. They have not caught this guy. They terminated the pursuit after this whole issue happened. But let's say he was going 130 and lost control of the vehicle. He would have slammed into the broadside of that SUV moving those speeds, and he wouldn't have been able to control it. He was in full control of that vehicle.
Well, they say he was going 130 at the time of the turn. It probably reached speeds up to that much.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the way it looks is he had full control of that car and squeezed right in that gap. And it just so happened the guy was pulling the rope backwards to fucking, pull the sticks back in. And when they did, he just ran right into the guy's way. So,
police need to learn to argue. Yeah, Arkansas loves pitting people. Unfortunately, a lot of departments don't allow pitting. Like we're not allowed to pit people. My
favorite
fire you in a heartbeat. Car
my favorite is when you see a department that goes and pays all that money for the big wraparound push bumpers, and then have a policy that says you can't.
No pitting. Yeah. This next one, I mean, this is not really exciting. This story here, you missed a good Roy's date. You have to go back and listen to it.
It'll be a lot better next week.
This next story, it's this guy right here. He's a sheriff, which it gets me because I've worked for sheriff's office my entire year. It's the sheriff of this Franklin County, and he's in a power struggle with the county commissioners, which, like I said, to me is completely crazy. The county commissioners have taken over the jail or some shit like that, and they actually
where I was.
They actually have a deputy union out there. Here in Louisiana, there's no fucking such thing as a deputy union. We are at-will employees. We work at the pleasure of the sheriff. You have no union. So they must do different stuff, but over there. But like I said, this deputy union is pushed back after a Washington sheriff, this is Washington State, claims jail weapons were used. Anyway, the county commissioners or something, they come in and it's like, okay, we're taking over the jail. I think this is all spurring to some kind of budget thing. They're saying some money's missing, and the sheriff's like, no. Well, just like here, the parish, our parish council people, the parish pays for the jail. The parish, the jail itself, the building, and all of that stuff belongs to the parish, okay, to the parish government. It don't belong to the sheriff's office. The sheriff is mandated through state decrees and stuff like that, or federal decrees. I'm not sure which one. The sheriff is responsible for maintaining employment. Manning the jail, staffing it with the employees and stuff like that to run the day-to-day operations. Now, the parish or county is responsible for buying the food, the electric, so all that stuff is theirs, but the physical employees are sheriff's office employees. So something come up, and it can't be the sheriff's fault because he's not in charge of the budget that buys the food and stuff like that. He's told, hey, you got this much to buy the food stuff to get the food. So he doesn't. But anyway, some money come up missing, and they're him-hawing, he-hawing, and whatever. Well, somehow, some way that they done kick the sheriff out. And basically, he's telling people, well, y'all work for me. And they're like, oh, no, we're not going to work for you. Well, to me personally, out here, they'd all been fucking fired. And this old deal is, I don't know why. They said that they're having a big hoopla because the sheriff went in over the weekend and removed, took 50-something guns and other equipment and all this stuff out of the jail. First of all, I don't know why out here, our jail does not have firearms inside of the jail. That's a disaster waiting to happen, okay?
An armory?
They should be in an armory. If it is an armory, it should be located in a separate building outside. But they're up in arms, and he's like, no. He's like, those weapons are, the serial numbers belong to the sheriff's office, not the county. And so they're bigging up in arms, and it's a big hoopla. The reason I put in there is just I thought it was crazy because out here, some shit like that wouldn't happen. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, you remember when that shit happened during the campaign that the sheriff of the county I lived in, he turned it over to the damn county.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, I can't handle it anymore. You guys can have the employees. And then I don't know how you take, say you were working for the SO as a CO for 15, 20 years. How the fuck do you transfer over to the county?
Yeah, and when we have
don't
county
understand how it
corrections officers, I don't even know, they have to make whole new employee sections and stuff like
Right.
that.
I was like, no, it's a nightmare.
Now, this next thing, we're going over to Connecticut, and I've been talking about this on and off too. A lot of these places have got cops hands tied so much. If y'all saw on Facebook that post, I think it's like, unhandcuff the cops, let them do their job. We've done umpteen stories on this, and because they keep happening because they won't let the police do their job, and this was a street takeover there, and I think personally, if I start feeling fearful for my life and they threw something, I think it was like a cone, and busted the front windshield out while the law enforcement guy was in there, I say, hey, put the shit in drive, punch the gas. Once you run over some of these numb nuts out there, they'll realize, hey, we need to stop doing stupid shit like that, or we're going to be fucking road bumps after a while. But the problem is, nothing's ever done to them. The video, and it just, I'm telling you, if this shit ever happens to me, y'all going to see me on the news, okay? I'm going to tell you, y'all going to see me on the news. Because he's backing up. You jumping on his stuff. See, I'm feeling threatened for my life. Y'all are keep coming at me. I'm going to put this shit in drive. And it looks like right here, it looks like he actually backed up into something. Yep. Watch the bump. So he can't back up no farther. See, he's backing up.
He's probably going to get fired for hitting something while he's backing up.
Personally, put that motherfucker in drive, and these motherfuckers, they going to move out of the way when this 4,000 pounds of car starts mowing their fucking ass down, okay?
This is why I always thought that they should have the fucking beanbag shotguns in the passenger side of every car.
They're beating on the side of the windows and stuff. I feel fear. Why'd you run over? Why'd you run over all those people, Deputy? Iceman? I was fearful for my life, and I was just trying to get out of the situation. I'm sorry that 20 motherfuckers got in my way, and they're now either hurt or dead, but they shouldn't have been out there doing it in the first place. That's just my opinion.
Wait a minute. I understand you were talking, but I was watching that. Are you telling me that motherfucker just activates his lights and sirens and all of a sudden everybody ran?
No, I think they were on before. You just couldn't hear the audio. I can go back to it. See, there's no audio right here.
No, look, he don't have his overheads on.
No, maybe don't.
He don't.
Maybe
at
just
all.
cruise lights or
once
something.
He does. They freak out.
But they threw that cone over here.
Yeah, they threw the cone, but nobody.
They don't do that shit out here either, Roy. Because it's a good chance. I want to know where they keep getting all these fireworks at and shit like that.
But look,
and they all got their little mask on.
No, okay, they ran as soon as that dude threw the cone. But he does now have his overheads on. I mean, what the
shit? It's just like a third world fucking country with these people that act like this. That's bad parenting.
Oh yeah.
And like I said,
your kids are out there doing
this is in Connecticut, which is a woke area. So no, they're not going to do that shit in Denham or Walker. No, what they needed to hear was.
I was kind of saying, is if they would have had a beanbag shotgun in the passenger seat, you start pumping rounds into the.
They
crowd.
need to make plastic rounds that fit in the AR that you can pop out there. That's going to hurt enough just to break the skin and just bloody the fuck out of them.
Well, so they make these little grenades, and they're not really grenades because they don't.
Oh, it's got rubber. It's got rubber things in it. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, they call it the wasp or whatever for prison riots. You can actually buy them as a civilian. So knowing that, I know law enforcement can buy them, but that's all it takes is you just throw that bitch into the crowd, and when everybody gets hit with those fucking BBs, they're not going to want to hang out right there. It's not a good place.
Oh no. Yeah, Roy says Grady Judd would not put up with it. This next one here, like I said, I got stories there, and not all of them are funny and stuff. I mean, sometimes you can't find them. I mean, sometimes you don't have it.
Can't always be funny. That's why we play Freebird bails.
This next one here, we're going to be talking about the Department of Justice, Department of Jokes, however you want to put it.
The DOJ cancels hundreds of grants for police crime prevention initiatives. Now, it goes through, and it kind of makes it look like there's, a bunch of bad stuff being done here. But there's $4.4 billion of total funding for the fiscal year of... I
got a video if you want me to play some of it. It says a whole bunch of...
But basically, to get through to it, a lot of the woke policies, like the LGBTQ liaisons for police departments... what
the fuck is that? Yeah.
So, a lot of that shit is in it. So you got to understand that this administration has a lot of people that know what they're doing, and they're going through and cutting all this bullshit. They're cutting the fat. So I haven't seen an entire list, so I don't know if they're all bad, but I'm gonna go with it and just say sure.
What they don't tell you is they have to cut all of them out and then reset, and they will bring the ones that are good back.
Right.
They don't tell you that in this shit. Watch. I'm playing this video. Of course, this is one of these, legacy news medias that, you can just hear the one-sidedness.
All right, a number of nonprofit safety and crime victims groups say the Department of Justice is cutting their federal grant funding. One group, the National Center for Victims of Crime, say it will have to shutter its hotline service as soon as Friday. So CBS... No,
what gets me is like, how... you running that close that you can't stay open a week without federal money? Come on now.
Justice reporter Scott McFarland joining us live now. Scott, I know you've been following this story. So what do we know about the cuts to funding right now?
Yeah, as of Tuesday, federal grants through the U.S. Department of Justice have been chopped off for a number of crime victims nonprofits, the kind of groups that set up support services for people who are victims of crimes, including children who are victims of crimes. One of the largest is that national...
This is where they try to make it sound like, oh my God, they don't care about the children of crime. They reactivate a lot of like that one and stuff for the hell children stuff. But you can't just, you just shut the whole shit down and then you do a reset on it. This is a picture of, see, if you ever wanted to know what a liberal man looks like, that
he's even got his mouth open right.
This is him right here. See how his lips are? That's what it looks like on a normal basis for him. That's his O face.
And Victim Center, which is based in Maryland, and told CBS News this.
I'll tell you right there, it's based in Maryland. Wokeville, big time. Hate cops over there.
Afternoon, they will have to shutter their crime victims hotline, which we learned was used 16,000 times last year alone. Because of the funding. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. It's been used 16,000 times. It's like, really? Out of how many millions and millions of people are in this country? What's the population of the United States?
It was 380 million.
I don't know. Let's see. Alexa, what is the population of the United States of America?
In 2025, the population of the United States is 347 million people.
347 million people. Yes, and this place has got 16,000 calls out of over 300 million people. I don't think it's working that great, okay?
No.
What's the percentage on that? 0.01?
To put this in perspective, you watch a TikTok video. That's one TikTok video. Your average one is 14 to 16,000 likes. So
I got that my Bud Light video I made on YouTube got 80,000 views. That's more than this freaking place.
So you would have received more funding than them.
Yeah, I should have anyway. See, that's what they try to do. 16,000 times. It's not that. It's not even a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. Which helps children victims of crime, saying this is a devastating blow to them to lose the federal money. The U.S. Department of Justice did not immediately respond to requests for comment from CBS News about why these grants are being cut off, but we are seeing this pop up from nonprofit organizations from coast to coast. The grants, according to the paperwork they're receiving from the Department of Justice, doesn't, quote, effectuate priorities of the Department of Justice. This is a problem we expect will hit other nonprofits, or at least the news of this hitting other nonprofits will surface before the...
See, let me explain something. When I hear nonprofit, the only place I give money to is St. Jude, because I know 100% of that money goes to for what it's for. The CEOs ain't taking chunks and all that stuff like that. Most nonprofits is bullshit. Okay, go look into it. You have
What do they need all of our profit for then?
I'm just saying, a nonprofit is like, you know what that is, a company that's not for profit. Oh, like, let's send the money to the children of Ethiopia that's starving. If you send them $1, they're not even going to get a penny of that, because 99.9% of that money is going to go to the CEOs, the person did the commercial and did all this shit, and they're gonna send 0.10, not even a whole penny, to the starving kids. That's how that works. Is bullshit. The only person that gives 100% of their money that you give will be St. Jude. That's why it's the only thing I give money to is St. Jude.
I give it to the Shriners.
Look, I hang out with Freebird. That's charity right there on giving the stuff to Shriners. We've seen them dressed up as a clown. Yeah, Roy P says they got only by law they had to spend 5%, which is shit. So most of it's going to pocket. So don't give to it. Just like Goodwill. Just like Goodwill. Goodwill's Goodwill's a at-profit company, believe it or not, people. Goodwill is making tens of millions of dollars with their company. It's a perfect plan. They spend nothing. They have to spend nothing for products. They get all their products for free, and then they make a profit on it. Think about it. I mean, when's the last time if you spent 50 cents on a used pair of drawers? What?
Goodwill? I'm pretty sure Rick's T-shirt came from a Goodwill.
Goodwill is for an at-profit company, though. It is not a charity organization. It's not a charity. That's all I'm saying.
I can tell you,
Goodwill's bullshit.
In Tampa, where I worked for a number of years, we actually had a giant Goodwill building right in the middle of town, or the city. And it was just surrounded by homeless people 24/7. And believe it or not, they couldn't even go in there and get
No, they won't help you. No, it's for a profit company. I mean, think about the business model. You have people bringing you
shit to them.
You got people bringing you shit, and then you're taking their shit you got for free, and you're selling it, making a profit off of it. Now, what I don't get is I saw some people like last weekend dumpster diving in the dumpster at Goodwill. I'm thinking, people, think really hard. If it's in a dumpster at Goodwill, it means it went to Goodwill because it was somebody's shit that they didn't want. And it's such bad shit that Goodwill didn't even want the shit and they threw it away, okay? So that's like
believe it or not,
double the shit.
Standards. They do. They'll throw away a lot of your shit if they don't have room for it. They do a lot of the times. I'm dead serious. So
if you really want to have some fun, what you do is you get go find some nasty clothes and stuff, smear some, I'm not saying that, just dirty, very dirty clothes, stinky and stuff, put them all in the garbage bag and go deliver them to Goodwill. That's a good way to get rid of your trash.
If you want to go dumpster diving, the best time to do that's the night before trash pickup at the pot dispensaries. You just jump in.
Yeah, they just throw weed away. Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, they do. It's locked. Medical waste.
So how you know it's locked? What you been out doing, Holster?
No, it is. Also,
you better plead the fifth. You've been out checking, hadn't you? You cheap bastard.
Hey, we're on here. This is a news source where we teach people and do shit.
Do not go to your weed dispensary and try to dumpster dive looking for weed, people.
It will be locked. I mean, if you can figure out a way to slip the
do not cut the locks on the weed dumpster.
Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that.
Don't do
officers, that. Sergeant investigates after participating in midnight shift bingo.
We talked about this in Zachary in Louisiana, and this is a different state. This is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, so this one, basically, I'm going to zoom in here so we can read a little bit of this. 2 hat tricks per team per night. So that's 3 arrests per team. So, okay, over 0.30 blood alcohol content.
Damn near alcohol poisoning.
Right, 0.40, they're fucking dead. 2 on team in vehicle pursuit. So you got, your lead and then your backup. Successful canine track, sergeant call out while on shift.
That's a
drug
SRT
DUI,
call out, not sergeant.
a butt ass naked call. I don't see a problem with it. It's kind of like they're already out there doing the work. This might motivate officers that have over the years.
This might get people out doing some extra proactive police work instead of sitting under a fucking tree somewhere.
Maybe even the dispatchers will get out there and try to have fun.
There's no monetary value in this right here. They're just like, hey, who can do the most work? And now people bitch about it.
We're getting any awards.
No, I don't think it says anything about that. This is just saying, hey, I won. I did the most work out of the rest of y'all. It's kind of like a pride thing, and nothing on here. It's like, I mean, what you going to go out and shoot somebody so you can apply a chest shield? No. I mean, I don't know about y'all. They got drug DUI. They got a whole bunch of DUI arrests on here. Are people actually against the cops finding drunk drivers and getting them off of the road? This was talking about putting the fire out before the fire department gets there. I mean, it's not like a bunch. It's like, oh, you can write a ticket for no taillight, no bullshit like this. Only it's just this shit's all arrestable stuff.
About the only bad thing on there that the liberals would be able to say is there's one on here that's get flirted with by a drunk person or something.
Where?
Team member hit on by arrestee. Bottom right.
Well, that could be any person. I mean, but
still, I do get that, but that's the only,
it's stupid. People find anything to bitch about with the cops. I think
it's fun.
So
I would have participated.
I mean, just leave it alone. I mean, come on. It's not
your
really
girlfriend's on here next, or Roy's.
Yeah, that's where I got her picture from. We got Roy's date that's coming up this week. We got a little video on it. Let's just jump right into the video. Roy can get a heads up on who he's going out with.
Department of Justice Sanctuary director is facing criminal charges after investigators say she tampered with corpses and falsified documents to conduct experiments. We do want to warn you, the details of these court documents are disturbing. Adeline Bowie faces multiple felony charges. She ran the Capitol Mortuary Services funeral home in North Austin. According to court documents, a former funeral home employee told police Bowie conducted experiments on the severed limbs, heads, and spines of as many as 15 bodies to study the effects of embalming fluids. And she allegedly forged another staff member's name on death certificates. According to the Texas Funeral Services Commission, Capitol Mortuary Services did not have the proper licensing to conduct those kinds of embalming services. Investigators say there was a, quote, reoccurring theme of that facility refusing to provide death certificates, denying families viewing requests, and falsifying pricing of cremations. Bowie is booked in the Travis County Jail last Friday. She posted bond on.
So what did she actually do?
Sounds like she cut off some body parts of some people and was practicing her experiment with embalming fluid with them. I don't know. We'll have to ask Roy. Roy, you better be careful with that one.
Because they said that she fluctuated the pricing.
Sounds like
fluctuated the pricing, and then they didn't have the licensing.
Proper licensing, yeah.
So it sounds like she was just doing the job, like anybody else would do.
Yeah, but wasn't licensed correctly.
I don't have license to do it,
but they said she dismembered some of them. So I don't know. She dismembered some of them. I know Roy's hoping she likes to play with members, but
she's gonna open him up, all right.
This next one here, let's see if this gets us kicked off anything.
I don't know anything from here on out.
No. This is it's hard to see. This was sent by Fluffy. This happened at the Walker Walmart right here in the parish where I preside at. It's hard to see. This was shot by somebody else in the parking lot from their vehicle. I don't know how horny you have to be to get the shit finger banged out of you in your pickup truck right there in the middle of fucking God and all his creation in the middle of the Walmart parking
window
lot.
tint or anything?
And it's like I said, it's kind of blurry. It's hard to see, but we can watch it. But this is fucking crazy. Finger banging at Walmart.
Sanctuary director is facing criminal
Welcome to
charges after
Walmart.
investigators say she tampered with corpses.
You got to look real close, but you can see. Look at that. Watch his arm right here. Right here, you'll see her arm come up and grab his shoulder.
Not a dude jerking another dude off. I can't see nothing.
See her, the other arm came up on her right there.
Your cameraman needs to learn how to get out.
I would have got out and walked up there and got a close up. But the windows are not tinted, but it's hard to see. But yeah, he's going to town, and all of a sudden you see her hand come up.
That's a good point, Stacy. Maybe it was Roy.
Roy, I want to know where Roy P. was at this time and what he's driving. Roy P., where were you at? Do you identify as the Walmart finger banger? That's what I need to know. Are you the Walker Walmart finger banger? He's like, damn, man, I was up in Walmart and I seen them damn chicken nuggets and they got me turned on. Them little bitty chicken things in the hot box there. Right there in the middle of Walmart. I mean, come on, people. I mean, you can't just go behind the building at least or something? I mean, I understand.
Why do people not have window tint when they do weird shit?
I don't know. And the window wasn't even, the window was down. The window was down.
Yeah, why is the window down?
I mean, at least roll your window up. I walked up and had to, y'all would have got some footage.
Oh, I know you would.
Because I'd have walked right up there and said, hey, what y'all do? Oh, look, deeper. Oh, I so would have fucking done it if that had been me.
Well, I guess you can't get in trouble for
what they gonna do? They gonna do? Call the cops on me? Hey, I'm gonna call the cops on you. 911. This dude was videoing me finger banging my old lady in a Walmart parking lot with our windows down in our truck. Please call and tell them that, because I'm just gonna sit there and wait.
You know you're gonna wait.
With a big smile, say,
better story for the podcast.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna get this shit on with it. Yeah. I had all their face and everything on there. I'd have blasted there. I'd have finger blasted them. Click, click, click. Right,
next
like
time,
that.
do better, Fluffy. Get out.
He didn't video it.
I thought
he just sent it to me. This next one, I don't think. I mean, who would pay a hooker? Say, hey, baby, how much it cost me to ram a couple fingers up in your coochie?
Maybe
there?
That's the test to make sure she's not a cop. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Or a dude, like, I don't know.
I mean, be like, well, I know what we want to do later, but hey, I don't know if that's considered a sexual act.
I'm sure it is. But anyway, this next one is from a
weird.
Well, I forget the name of this department. It's in another state. Anyway, the kids are about, a lot of these kids are coming up on, coming up on leap testing, which is totally fucking stupid. Leap testing is a dumbass thing. I still think, I don't know why they don't get rid of it, because all these teachers do now is test for the test. Teach for the test. They don't teach all the other thing. They just teach these kids so they can pass this fucking test. Why not you just, like when I graduated back, when they still had dinosaurs.
Bro, you just chiseled your name on some shit and they gave you
No, but you graduated from the grades you earned all year long. It didn't go on some one fucking test. It's stupid. Anyway, this department decided it would be a good thing to bring some motorcycles over to just spur the kids up, make them happy, get them ready for the test and stuff like that.
I can't wait.
I'm all about bringing some police motorcycles or some shit, right? It's just, I ain't never seen no stupid shit like this before. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Please let me know what you think on this, because it's just, I'm like, really? Let me find it. Here it is right here. That look like the tot right there.
Oh, this is crazy. Who's going to hit the table first?
That's not even what I'm talking about. It's like an auditorium. They're going down the aisle with the lights off. So if any of these kids got epilepsy, or didn't know they had epilepsy, we just found out with all those strobing lights and dark.
Fuck them. Epilepsy didn't exist until the fucking year 2000 anyway.
It's a siren. Stop being a pussy.
I mean, okay. So we saw that, right? Yeah, we saw that. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They got fired, huh?
No, I'm sure this was departmental. They asked them to come do it. We see all this. I understand this is a big building and everything right now. But now, yeah, I could have done that. That's not my point. And the epilepsy thing isn't my point.
Are you jealous?
No, not at all. My thing is now when little Johnny fails the test, the parents can come back and say it's because all the carbon monoxide he was breathing in for the fucking motorcycles revving their engines in the goddamn building.
With autism, I just completely forgot they exist. They seen all the bright lights and the loud noises and shit. Oh my God, yeah, they ain't taking that state test very well after this.
I'm saying it's a big building. You're driving a motorcycle in the building, revving the engine. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. Can I take a nap now? Because it's, not good. That's why they tell you when you buy a generator and your electricity goes out, you're not supposed to
put it outside.
Put your generator in your house to use it.
I was sticking in the bathroom.
You know, because it's called fumes. I understand they ran in and ran out, but so much shit there could just no, just bad. I don't know why that is supposed to motivate the kids. Maybe it was saying, "Hey, you little bastards, pass the test, or we're going to come arrest you because you're going to be a felon one day because you're not going to be able to get a job that's going to pay your bill." So I don't know.
These are fucking delicious. Those little Lindor chocolates.
You know that's made. Some of the flavoring is that is them nuts that squirrel shit out in the woods and stuff.
That's hot. Dude, the squirrel shit tasted like this.
I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm being a Deborah Downer. I'm just saying it's just a stupid decision.
He's not little Debbie.
They could have done the same thing and just done it outside. I just think that was a bad decision right there. Just thank God nobody did get hurt.
And that's coming from a motor supervisor. Well, yeah.
I'd have said, nope, not driving the motorcycles inside of the building. All it took, just one little, and it was such a tight fit. Thank God these guys didn't do it. One thing, and next thing you know,
and uphill.
Here we go. Now you got a motorcycle, because that motorcycle hit that wooden pew thing hard enough, it's just going to rip through it. And you got a motorcycle cop going up the handlebars. Even though he wasn't going fast and falling, his 300-pound, 400-pound self falling on a little kid, little Johnny, and smushing him into a fucking pancake. So next, I don't know. Do y'all know who Alex Stein is? Are we familiar with him?
Ben Stein's brother.
Alex Stein is the guy that he's called himself the pimp on the blimp. Alex Stein, 99. He's the one that goes to all these council meetings and sings stupid shit to them, like my asshole's on fire and stuff like that or whatever. But anyway, he's a comedian, but he's like he's been on Fox and all over. Sky News has one all the time. He's a comedian, but he's like a political comedian and commentator. Anyway, he recently went to an oil protest where they were protesting big oil, and he brought a gas can with him, but filled it with water and dumped it on him, stuff and all stuff like that. That's not my point. My point, we're gonna watch it, and y'all should be able to tell what it is on this. We're not gonna watch the whole thing; it is long, so we're just gonna skip around through it.
Oil protest.
As you can see, it's such a big protest too, right? Being sarcastic for the audio listener.
Anti-Trump protest.
There's
the other day, and I was like,
30 people out here or some shit like that.
The same thing. There wasn't that many.
Now he's walking up with the gas can.
All right, we're here at the oil protest. I just want to say I love oil. Oh. I love oil.
Thank you.
I love it.
Now, first of all, straight off the bat, right here, this woman right here and came and she's like, "Thank you," and she's trying to get him out of the way. She done touched him. She done put her hands on him, trying to. That I don't know which state they're in. If it's Seattle, is that the Arch or something? I don't know. Which is woke as fuck. That right there in Louisiana is considered simple battery. Okay, that's a misdemeanor right there because you just touched me without my permission. So that's charge 1.
I love oil. I love oil.
Well, people,
You guys are idiots.
We're counting the 2.4.
We love oil.
Get out of here.
We love
Look,
oil.
here we go. This dude's physically pushing him. Another charge.
Yep.
We love.
He hadn't touched anybody.
You know what would have been
They're in
wild
a public area. They're protesting constitutional right. This is his constitutional right here. To protest against them if he wants.
But honestly, I mean, does nobody get the 2 + 2 = 4? Is that the fucking gas can and this dude's pouring on himself?
It's water.
Well, I understand it's water, but you know.
Well, these are all haters, so they're not very bright. Considering the clothes all these people have on. Oh, looking the vinyl signs they're using with their shit on it. Guess what that's made out of?
Oil.
Petroleum products. Okay, the little bird thing they have here, her purse, all their shoes, petroleum products.
Get out of here. What?
Yeah, get out of here.
Wait, what's going on? Why are you touching me?
Get out of here.
I mean, this guy physically put his hands all over him. Like I said, against the
We
law.
love oil.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
We love oil. His face.
Want some or what?
No, I don't want any of you.
I'd have been like, yeah, I do. Touch me and find out. Tonto. So, Annalise is oil based, yes. So all those faggots aren't going to be able to do it. I'm getting ready to get kicked off.
They sell water based though.
Watch.
Don't touch me. Don't.
She done grabbed the camera. Do you see all this, these simple battery violations going on here?
Yeah, the fucking cops ain't gonna do shit about it.
Touch me.
It's okay. Can
Don't touch me.
Now see, if he
And
was
this is what these people do. Oh, can I talk to you over here? Anyway, we're gonna move on. Here's another one. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck this thing is. Is he identified as a catfish? Because what the fuck is this shit in his fucking lip right here? It looks like fish baits that he got popped off the hook. Stupid. Okay, look at this thing right here. What is this? I don't know. Fucking lip tarts, man. Snowflakes.
Deranged. You look how mentally ill that kid is.
Yeah, you heard him. He don't give a shit. Look how mentally ill that kid is. You're right, Alex.
We love oil. We love it. Let's see.
What's your name, sir?
Alex Stein.
And she gonna say, "What's your name, sir?" Like she's trying to be all nice. All right, now see what she just did.
What are you talking about?
So we're seeing all this violence starting to be towards him, right? This cunt right here throws coffee. Thank God it wasn't super hot on this girl right here that's with him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, whatever. It was an accident.
Make sure there's peace
And no, we want peace. Anyway, you see this fella right here? Watch this. This is where I get pissed off at. It was an accident.
Make sure there's peace
And no, we want peace. Anyway, you see this fella right here? Watch this. This is where I get pissed off at.
Yeah, they just threw coffee all over. Come here, officer. I'm allowed to be here. I'm allowed to be here. This is a public area. I'm allowed to be here. Now look at this coffee.
I want to say right here, y'all take a good look at this man's face right here. Right here. This dude should go turn his fucking
Steve Harvey? Why?
Steve Harvey turn his fucking joke shit like you'll hear him say, well, a uniform cop. Say what? Because you think you're a fucking detective that you can't uphold the law, period. Fuck this dude. That's what's wrong with places like that. It's because you got cops like this.
They threw on her.
They have new laws
Come here.
that says only uniform.
Come here. No, you're not throwing coffee on people. Look at this coffee. Officer, I haven't thrown water on anybody. I'm doing it myself.
But to be
You see
fair,
that?
I bet you if he started
You
beating
see
her
that
ass
car?
with that water jug,
Yeah,
he'd
they
get involved.
would check. They would arrest him. Yeah.
Yeah, we need a cop. We need a cop. Yeah.
She spilled her coffee all over me and they're laughing about it intentionally.
They can just throw coffee on people?
I wasn't doing anything.
Uniformed officer coming up right.
Yeah.
A uniform officer. What's wrong? Does your badge don't know how to fucking protect and serve? You can only detect stuff now. You don't know how to like enforce the law now. You just want to like read reports. Fucking joke. A fucking joke.
Where's his badge? Where'd they get the idea that he's a cop? 'Cause
They must say know somehow.
More of a fireman mustache.
Physically pushing, hit him, and then spilled their drink on me. And I was just sitting there recording. I didn't even interact with anyone or do anything or touch anyone.
She's allowed to film. Those
And
other
he's
people
sitting
are
there
filming.
watching the whole time and didn't do dick.
And they're not throwing coffee on her.
That's fine.
On them.
You're agitating people. So
I'm allowed to stand here.
Yep, but you do not have a permit.
I'm allowed.
Protest, if people are allowed to put their hands on you. Okay, thanks for that information. I'm going to go over there and start beating the fuck out of people with this can in a minute. And it's okay because that's what happens when you're protesting, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over there and start beating the fuck out of people with this can in a minute. And it's okay because that's what happens when you're protesting, right?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey needs to
Right.
fucking learn
Right.
the law.
I'm allowed to protest. Okay, I'm allowed to protest anywhere. She doesn't get to tell me where I get to go.
You can wait here for an officer.
Yeah, okay, but I can walk right here too. She doesn't get to touch me.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. You're coming at me right now. I'm not touching you.
I'm not coming at you. You're delusional. Barack Obama, Bill Gates, they all have houses on the coast. These people, they're delusional.
I can't have you come there. Who the fuck are you? Who made you up? Jesus Christ over to protest or over a public area? These are the people that call Republican conservatives fascist, but what she's trying to control with this man where he can go and do. They're the fucking fascists and the communists because they're fucking stupid. They're retarded. These come out their moms' vaginas. They were shit out in toilet bowls and actually survived somehow. Okay? This is why you don't have sex with your relatives because liptards are born. But anyway, I don't know. He ends up leaving. This dude, my main thing is fucking Steve Harvey right here.
You're just
It's
such
not,
a dumbass. You know they threw coffee on her. You're not going to do anything. It's just pathetic. You're probably like Arturo Martinez saying that the assassin should have aimed better, don't you?
they're all fucking woke cities. Man needs to turn his fucking badge in. You're a disgrace.
Anything, and I'm allowed to be here and protest too, okay? That's how this works. It's the First Amendment. You might want to look up the Constitution. It's your job to protect it. God. We got
Protect and serve. That's what it's coming down to. That's what it's coming down to. He's probably a fucking DEI hire. This man right here, fucking Steve Harvey, the cop, is a fucking idiot. Turn your badge in. That's why I put this up. I seen this the other night. 2 nights ago I watched this video, and it has pissed me off ever since. When this motherfucker should have done his goddamn job. Do your fucking job or turn your badge in. So, let's go to the next video before I get pissed off more. Fucking you right, liptards are in a bundle. This is about a disturbance. Cops got called. This is a inside, I guess they have their own security camera inside, and the cops got it. The guy ends up getting shot in the head. I'll just let y'all know that now. This video will probably get taken down, even though I got
It looks a lot better on the TV.
So.
What are you doing?
Dad, you don't have sex with your daughter, man? That's fucking pathetic. Yeah, I need to fucking...
I'll say one thing. If y'all sit at this table, these people must like putting puzzles together because there's 2 different puzzles here. That's it. I can't stand that. Bad mistake. He done look at the knife he done grabbed. Y'all can see it right there.
Yeah.
So now we're going outside to the police body cam.
Oh, fuck. He's going to go say hi to the police with a knife?
Yeah, exactly what he's doing.
Hey, he's at a Carlton Arms.
Are we freezing
That's the
up,
name
or
of
I
the apartment
just
complex, no matter
bored
where it is in America.
everybody to death? Our number just dropped off. Oh well, we're finishing up anyway.
We're bogging down a little bit.
Anyway, he's walking up. Blah blah blah. We can see it. They make encounter with the guy. He's out in the yard.
Howdy. What you got in your pocket there?
Nothing at all.
Looks like a knife.
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right
Then
now.
it's not nothing.
It is.
Okay,
It's a pocket knife.
It's a knife. It's not a pocket. Yeah, it's a pocket knife. And this guy starts asking if he's a Mason. I don't know what point that has to do with anything, but okay.
Now, if you reach for that knife, I'm gonna shoot you. You understand that?
Because
you understand what I'm saying?
You can't arrest me. You Mason?
I'm not
You a
arresting you.
Mason?
I'm just telling you,
Are
if you
you
reach for that knife, I'm gonna shoot you.
Are you a Mason?
You understand that?
Or are you Mason?
No.
No, I've never laid bricks in my entire life. So I know that's not what he's talking about, but I just said something smart like that. The signal keeps dropping out.
Well, I mean, but if he had have actually been a Mason, they might have been able to communicate a little faster.
All right, put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back. Behind your back. Shots fired. Start EMS code 3. I got a male subject with a gunshot to the head.
Gunshot to the head. Like I said, I don't think he made it.
You all right? Yes. Are you okay? Yeah. I think I am. Stab.
One to the head.
You'll see. These cops were called to a disturbance, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, who knows. Anyway, a disturbance at a little trailer park thing here or whatever, and is up in a shootout. Second trailer right here. He's hiding behind the pool, which it's over here. It's above ground pool.
Johnny, I'm hit.
And you see the blood on the mouth. This is ain't one different officer body cam. I think that's him back there. On
Jeremy,
the
you
side.
run for. Whoa!
Like I said, they ended up both getting shot, but you can see the blood on the man's hand. It's kind of like this. My main point in this video is
You have to share this video to the Facebook page once the podcast is over, so everybody can watch it.
Well, if anybody wants to see it, you can go to police activity on YouTube, and they got it on there. The whole point of me in this video is, everybody's always bashing on cops, and they got cops out there I can't fucking stand either. But you got men right here. They took rounds. They could have retreated totally back and stuff. When somebody playing cops and robbers, kids go bang bang. Everybody say, "Oh, bang bang, you're dead." No, you can't have that mentality. It's bang bang. You just piss me the fuck off. Because they've actually had cops that's like taken non-lethal. I mean, it was a wound that they could have survived, and they or just people in general, but they got that then just laid there and died because they had a bullet in them, and they could have got up and tried to survive and fight through it, and they had that mentality. They had that mentality that they got shot and they were dead. You can't have that mentality, even just in this film world. You can't have a mentality like that. You got to survive. You got to have that. Fight. Yeah, you got to have that fight mentality that you're going home. I put that video up. I mean, two tough son of a bitches right there. So good for them. Like I said, I apologize. I know it wasn't a bunch of funny stories tonight. It happens like this sometimes. I can't control what's news stories and what criminals do, unfortunately. Because then we'd have a lot more funny stories. Because all the criminals would be hilarious. That that Dallas or Houston cop, that detective,
quite sure why
needs to fucking quit his job. I'm giving the hot nut award to the Oriental lady. That likes
Harvey.
to. That's who you want to give it to, Steve Harvey. Okay, we're gonna do Steve Harvey and the Chinese lady. So tell us. We must be really lagging. Give us your votes. We got 1 for 1. We got Steve Harvey and the sweet and sour leg people. Do 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 do. I don't know why it's lagging out on y'all. Hopefully they're running fiber out here, so hopefully I'll be able to get that soon. So,
Fiber. Well,
yeah.
if they get fiber out there, you'd be able to poop more solid.
It's not the kind of fiber I was talking about.
I do love how, yeah, they rattled off his hiding spot real quick. And I'm glad they did, too, because with his...
You don't need to be a cop. Do your job.
You are a fucking hot nut, a true fucktard. Hot nut, your dad would be disappointed if you knew who he was. Hot nut of the week. Who does that? Your brain is made of nuts. You must have eaten Danny cum cakes to be a hot nut like you. Shit, you such a hot nut. I think you have birdseed on your face. Free birds, stop nutting on them. Holstera, put that up. I said no, no you can't nut on them. Damn bots, don't do that, you nasty fuckers. Hot nut gets the crew excited, as you can see. Be happy, it's only for a week. Do better.
Only lions.
Oh,
yeah, I'm not a big Steve Harvey fan myself.
Yeah, I've always liked him. I mean, besides his like 3 or 4 ex-wives didn't like him.
I mean, he's okay, I guess.